I was a huge High School Musical fan, like die hard.
Congratulations on this movie. I felt a little bit attacked because it was in 2002. I graduated in 2002 as well, but I also just loved it. What was it like getting to go back to that time period and kind of live that out?
It was so much fun. Honestly, like, it was just exciting and fun, and all the outfits were so cool. And the soundtrack, I mean, obviously we don't play the soundtrack on set, but I had a Spotify playlist I was just listening to on repeat, so it was really fun.
That was one of my favorite parts of the movie was the soundtrack. The crazy, the bewitched, I was like everything. What was it like working with Rebel as a producer, and then what went into kind of playing the younger version of her?
Yeah, I mean, I was very nervous because Rebel is amazing and incredible, and I wanted it to be consistent and to make sense and for the audience to believe that this is the same person. So we spoke about, like, you know, quirks and kind of how Steph might sit in her body and like what she does. Like she has this, she fiddles with her bracelets or like touches her hair in a certain way. So that was really good to like chat through that. And also it's helpful when you're wearing the same costume. So.
And I love that we finally get to hear the Australian accent because I'm sure lots of people forget that you're Australian.
Yes, it was so exciting to have my own accent in an American movie. Like, I was overjoyed.
I'm curious about the accent because obviously Rebel has an Australian accent too, but there's still little inflections and things that are different and different types of Australian accents. Did you have to learn anything to do her accent?
Yeah, I listened to interviews with her and like speeches that she'd done because it is slightly different. I mean, I think it's pretty much the same across the board, but there are certain words that I was like, oh, I should make that more sound like Rebel, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Back when you were in high school, who was on your walls? Because I do love Rebel's room. It made so much nostalgia, but what posters were on your walls?
I was a huge High School Musical fan, like die hard. Like I had all the High School Musical posters on my walls. Yeah, and Taylor Swift. I'm still a huge Taylor Swift fan and a huge High School Musical fan.
They've all made a comeback, which is the great thing. She's still around, and High School Musical's got a show.
It really, like, I have not changed since I'm still, like, 13.
That's amazing. Last thing, TikTok loves the TikToks you did for Spider-Man, and they always comment, like, where's Betty? I mean, so when are you going to be back on TikTok?
I don't have TikTok.
I know, but they want you on TikTok.
I couldn't do TikTok. I already spend, like, 3 hours a day doing Wordle. I don't think I could, like... I think it would be too much, honestly.
What's weird is there are people who actually live stream on TikTok doing Wordle.
Doing Wordle?
Yeah, they just sit there and solve it on TikTok. It's
That's
weird.
my new career.
Yeah,
Bye.
That's
it.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Congratulations.
You turn high school into a Hogwarts without the magic.
How dare you? It is like Hogwarts with the magic.